Mary, I have your quizzes here, so we're going to spend some time going over questions that you missed. Again, when I look at the time, it looks like you went through these pretty quickly, so I do encourage you to slow down a bit. And if you have questions after watching this video, please reach out before you try to take the quiz again. So for your first attempt, you got a 40%. So you got 4 questions right. You missed 6 questions. The first question that you missed says that a line passes through the point -2, 7 and has a slope of -5. What is the value of A if the point A2 is also on the line? So what I'm going to first do is put a point at -2, 7. And now I'm just going to start plotting points using the slope. So remember that slope is rise over run. The slope is negative, so I know the direction my line is going to go from this point is this way as opposed to that direction. I want negative slope, so I need to go this way. I can't go up 5 because I'm out of room on my graph, so I'm going to go down 5. So from here I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1, and I'm going to make a point. I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. I've now drawn the line that goes through the point. That is not a very straight line. It's hard to do freehand. I've now drawn a line that goes through the point -2, 7 and has a slope of -5. So the question is, what is the value of A when y is 2? Okay, here is y equals 2. So that's the point we're focused on. I'm going to name that point. It is -1, 2. So the question is, what essentially is the x part of that coordinate? And it is -1. Question 5, line N passes through the points -1, 4, and -1, -4. So there's line N. What is true? Line N is a vertical line with undefined slope. Yes, that is true. Line N is a vertical line with 0 slope. No, that is not true. Vertical lines, vertical lines are undefined, and horizontal lines are 0 slope. So that first option was correct. It is a vertical line, and all vertical lines have undefined slope. Question 6, a horizontal line passes through the point 5, -1. What point is also on the line? Okay, so if I just kind of do a real quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1, I need it to be a horizontal line, so it's going to go this way. Whoops, I missed the dot. Just make it a little bigger. There we go. I need it to go horizontally. That means that all the y values, right, all of the y values are -1, so it's got to be something comma -1, so that's the only option there. The point that you picked would have given us a vertical line. So horizontal is left and right, vertical is up and down. Question 7, a line passes through 2 points, 8, -1, and -4, 2. And the question is, what is the y-intercept? So it looks like I'm going down 2 and over, no, down 4, 2, 4. Down 4 over 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Down 4 and over 12. If I cut that in half, that line is definitely not straight. That's going to make that hard to do. Okay, let's try this again. 8, -1. Oh, -1, that's why I went to 2. -1 is here. And then -4, 2. So we're going down 1, down 2, down 3, over over 12. Down 3 over 12. I'm trying to like trace this so we can see it. Like there's like the steps. So I went down 3 and I went over 12. The question is, where is this crossing the y-axis? And that looks like it's happening at positive 1. It might be handy to have some graph paper for this unit, just so that you can have these graphs and things can be pretty specific, like you can get exact values. Alright, question 9, a line passes through these points. What is the y-intercept? So I need to go over 1, down 6, over 4, up 3. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I went down 9 and over 3. I need to get over a half. Okay. So again, if I were to kind of connect these lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. I'm just trying to figure out where that is not straight. It's really hard to do without drawing a straight line. 1, negative 6. If I had like a ruler, then I could get it perfectly. And then 4, 3. So again, if I try to connect these dots, there we go, that looks a little better. It's crossing right here on the y-axis. Okay, that's not 9, that's not 3. Those points are way up here. It's not negative 3, that point's in there, so it's negative 9. That's got to be the one it's closest to. I would just be plotting these and trying to draw yourself a really straight line. Question 10 says that the line passes through 4, negative 2, has a slope of 1/2. So this is your rise and this is your run. So I'm going to go up 1, over 2, up 1, over 2, down 1, over 2. I'm going to keep going down 1 and over 2 until I run out of room. I always tell kids, just go till you run out of room, because you never know what part of this line you're going to need. So might as well just do it all. It's good practice. Okay, this one doesn't matter how straight it is, because the question is, find negative 4 on the x-axis, go down, here's the point, it is negative 6. So the point, again, negative 4, so I'm going left to negative 4 and down to the line, and that is negative 6. So that ordered pair, if I were to name that, would be negative 4, negative 6. Okay, that was your first attempt. Now let's look at the second attempt. Some of these questions may repeat, so I just won't do those again. We did that one. A line passes through the points 4, 1, and 3, negative 4. Okay, first thing we have to do is calculate the slope. This ordered pair is x1, y1, and this ordered pair is x2, y2. Okay, our slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So plugging in those points, it's going to be negative 4 minus 4 all over 3 minus 1. Negative 4 minus 4 is negative 8. 3 minus 1 is 2, and my slope reduces to negative 4. The only line that has a slope of negative 4, that one's negative 2, that's negative 1/4, that's positive 2. The only line that has a slope of negative 4 is that first choice. You didn't have to go any farther to see what, or how do we get that 8. I do want to check one thing. Oh yeah, you've definitely done slope. Oh, and even slope-intercept form. Okay, good. Alright, question 4. Line passes through 2 points. What's the equation? So again, we're going to calculate slope. x1, y1, x2, y2. So the slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that's going to be negative 1 minus 2 all over 10 minus negative 5. Negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. 10 plus a positive, that's 15. We're going to get a negative 1/5. That's the only equation that shows a slope of negative 1/5. Question 5 says, which line is defined by this equation? So I would use intercepts here. I'm going to calculate both of the intercepts first. So 2x plus y equals 4. When you want to find the x-intercept, we're going to make y equal 0. So in the equation, 2x plus 0 equals 4. So that's 2x equals 4. Dividing both sides by 2, we get an intercept of x equals 2. So that would be here. It's not the first one. And it would be there. It's not the second one. Could be this one. And it could be that last one. They both cross the y-intercept, or the x-intercept at 2. So now we have to also calculate, now I also want to calculate the y-intercept. So when we calculate the y-intercept, we have to make x equals 0 in the equation. So 2 times 0 plus y equals 4. This cancels out. 2 times 0 is 0. So you just get y equals 4. So we want an x-intercept of 2 and a y-intercept of 4, and there it is. Okay, so this one just says a line passes through 2 points. Which one shows the graph of the line? So you're just going to plot those 2 points and see which one has a line going through it. Negative 3, 7, and 6, 4. There it is. If we look at the one you picked, negative 3, 7 is, oops, that's 9. Negative 3, 7 is here. And 6, 4 is there. So that line doesn't go through either one of those 2 points. That one should not have been picked. The line is defined by the equation. The line passes through a point whose y-coordinate is 0. What's the x-coordinate of the point? So here we have to plot I would draw the line. The y-intercept is negative 6. So that's down here. That's where we start, and this is where you start. That's your y-intercept. Now we're going to use our slope. Up 2 over 3. Up 2 over 3. Up 2 over 3. We kind of run out of room there. Down 2, that way 3. I don't want too many. So when you graph the line, we got it all on there. It says where the y-coordinate is 0. The y-coordinate is going to be 0 on your x-intercept. Here's the x-intercept, and that point is 9, 0. The other thing you could have done is just plugged in a 0 for y and solved for x. So if I put a 0 here, 2/3 x minus 6, I'm going to add 6 to both sides. 6 equals 2/3 x. I'm going to divide both sides by 2/3. X equals, when I divide by a fraction, I have to take 6 over 1, change it to multiplication, flip. That's 18 over 2. Whoops, I got ahead of myself. 18 over 2, which is also 9. So the y-intercept there was 9. You can find that 2 different ways. Again, by plotting the line on the graph and just extending it to the x-intercept and finding out where that is, or because you're told the y coordinate is 0, you can plug 0 in for y and solve for x. That'll give you the other half of the ordered pair. Okay, that was attempt 2. Let's look at attempt 3. I don't think we did this one earlier, but we did ones like it. So this is asking you what's the slope of the line. Essentially, we need to know the line passes through the 2 points, so let's calculate slope. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Remember the little subscripts are just because we have 2 different ordered pairs. The formula for slope is Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. So Y2 is 2 minus 4 over -2 minus -6. The formula has a subtraction sign in it, so when you subtract a negative, you have to write 2 minus signs like that. 2 minus 4 is -2. -2 minus a negative becomes plus a positive, so -2 plus 6 is 4. This reduces to a -1/2. This is the only line or equation that shows a slope of -1/2. Okay, we just did that one on the last quiz. We did that one on the first quiz. Undefined slope. Undefined slope is a vertical line. Vertical lines go up and down, so that's going to be line R right here. Line R. You picked line Q, that's 0 slope. Horizontal lines have 0 slope. We did that one earlier. They're going to have the same Y value. And I think we did this one. Yeah, we did this one in the first one. We were looking at intercepts. Okay, so this is a big piece of, this math class is understanding slope and all the things that go along with it. Although, yeah, you have done slope-intercept form there. They probably should have taught you in this lesson, plotting points and drawing lines with slopes, x and y intercepts, and how to calculate those given the equation of a line. So hopefully this helps. If you have any other questions, please reach out. I will add another quiz attempt, but again, the hope is that you watch this video first.